When someone breaks up with you, that is not code for you to chase them or try harder to contact them. They have been going through a process where they have come to the conclusion that a breakup is the only solution for them. And that's an agonizing process. So they've been building that up in their head for a while, and now they've made the break. They are in relief. If you continue to chase, to beg, to plead, blow up their phone, stalk their social media, contact their friends and family, all you are doing is validating their reasons for leaving you, and that will push them further away. So the best tool at your disposal at this particular point is your silence, and give them the gift of your silence, because your silence is what will get their attention. One way or another, they will notice that you are gone. They will notice the absence. They will notice that you are actually giving them the space that they need and they have asked for, and they will respect you for that. So if your goal is a reconciliation, this is still the best way to go, because they will feel heard, they will feel understood. And in this video today, I'm going to get into why that is so effective, be it if you are aiming for a reconciliation or just to move on, level up and feel better. So stick with me, take a walk with me through this video, and we'll get into it. But before I do that, welcome back to the Love Fix. It's Nick, doing my best to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as possible. If today's video is not enough, if you look in the description below, my details are there. You can reach out to me for a one-to-one coaching session. You can book it through the link. My Facebook group is there. Hit the link and come and join. And also my new podcast on Spotify, where I really get deep into the conversations and where I'll be having people on to interview and clients, which goes into more detail than these YouTube videos. So hit those links and come and join me. Okay, let's get into it. My friends, you must meet people where they are at. As I said in the introduction, your ex is in a very different place right now. Most of the time, most dumpers go through pain. They've agonized for weeks, months, maybe even years about this decision to separate from the relationship with you. And that is hard. But right now, they are in relief, and you must respect that. You must give them the relief. You must give them an experience without you. Otherwise, how would they ever know that they want you back? Something in the relationship stopped working. So now they need time to process that. They need time to debate in their head whether this is the best decision or whether they've made a mistake. Either way, silence is your best weapon. And the more silence you give them, the more they will notice. Now, let me caveat that. It doesn't necessarily mean they will reach out, and it doesn't necessarily mean they want to reconcile. What I am saying here is that silence will always work if, one, you want to get yourself back. Two, if a reconciliation is your goal, and guys, that's okay. If a reconciliation is your goal, I'm not saying don't pursue that. What I'm trying to give to you is the best tools available to try and do that. But you must always have in your head that some exes just don't come back. So in the background, whilst you're giving them your silence, you need to be giving yourself love and respect and the gift of leveling up and being better, being the 2.0 version of you. Because guys, if they do come back, if giving them silence gets their attention and they really do miss you and they feel that they've made a mistake, who are they going to find when they return? The person they dumped, the needy person, the anxious person, the person that didn't listen, the person that wasn't looking after themselves, the person they wanted to get away from, or the person that picked themselves up, got on with it, and started to level up, started to improve their life in all aspects. So you must be the most attractive person you can possibly be if they do come back. And if they do not come back, it's win-win. You got you back, and this is the gift of the silence. This is the gift of your self-love. It will work. No matter what you do, it will work. Silence always works, because if someone doubts you, and this is something I personally do, if someone says, Nick, you can't do this, you can't that, I'm like, okay, fuckface. And this is what I'm saying in my head. Okay, fuckface, I'll show you. I'll come back in 6 months, I will learn this skill, I will train hard, I will develop my skills in this area, and I will show you what I can do. So use this as fuel. Take this fuel that your ex is giving you and let it burn you. It's gonna sting, it's gonna hurt. So you might as well use it. You might as well use it to your advantage. And so I want you to ask yourself this very important question, and bear it in mind before you just blurt out the answer to yourself. The difference in mindset is vast. One answer is going to keep you stuck. The other answer is going to catapult you into the stratosphere. So when your ex broke up with you, did they bury you or did they plant the seed for you? Now, I asked that question on my Breakup Recovery Facebook group, and a lot of people said they buried me. And a few people said no, they planted the seed. And the ones that said they planted the seed are the ones that are doing the work. They are the ones that are growing, progressing, feeling better, and ultimately putting themselves into the best possible position if a reconciliation is possible. So if you said, oh, my ex buried me, I want you to drop that shit from your head right now, because that's going to keep you stuck. That will keep you stuck. You are blaming your ex for how you feel, and if you keep blaming everybody, your ex, doesn't matter who it is, if you keep blaming people, you will never run out of people to blame, and therefore you will forever remain stuck, and I don't want that for you. So my friends, reframe your mind, change the mindset, start working on yourself, plant that seed. Your ex didn't bury you. You may be a victim of that breakup, but you don't have to play the role of the victim. You can play the role of the student. You can play the role of the person that is glass half full, not glass half empty. You can play the role of someone that plants a seed and doesn't see it as they've been buried. Trust me when I say begging, pleading, shitting all over the floor, stalking their social media, calling their parents, speaking to their friends, and putting passive aggressive shit out on social media has never worked, my friends. All you will do is come off needy, desperate, and that is not attractive. You are just going to push them even further away. You will validate their decision to leave you. Do not give them the opportunity. Do not give them the pleasure. Do not give them the satisfaction. Okay? They're on their journey. Let them have it. You're now on your journey. Maybe those journeys meet again somewhere in the middle. We don't know. All I do know is that begging, pleading, and not giving them the silence, screaming and shouting, has never worked. Has never worked and never will work. Because if you've got kids, or you've ever looked after a kid and they're shitting all over the floor, they're screaming, kicking, you don't give an attention seeker more attention. You try to negotiate. Okay, so you try to negotiate, that failed. They still wanted the breakup, and you do the same with a 3-year-old. When they're having a meltdown, you try to negotiate with their little brain. They don't have any empathy at this point. They don't have any, concept of, debate or negotiation. They want what they want, but you can try negotiating. And sometimes the only way to let a little kid know that they're doing wrong is to give them a bit of silence, to say, right, no, you're on a timeout. You are sitting on the naughty step for 5 minutes until you've calmed down. And then people start to understand, okay, well, if I give some silence, if I give some space, I get what I want. And you have to apply the same to your ex. If you want what you want, whether it's a reconciliation or getting you back, actually, well, you should always be getting you back no matter what. Give them all the silence they can handle. And that's all I've got for today. You're going to be okay. I promise this will get better, and I will see you on the other side.